Hi YouTube, it's Mike with Kane Autograph. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited to show you all the TTM returns I got back this last week, including my last 2 points for the team challenge. This is the end of the team challenge and it's been a lot of fun. I got a lot of ideas of players from other teams I want to add to my collection. Let's dive right in and check out these returns. First return is from Larry Milbourne, a 1 of 1 in 75 days. Larry played for the Twins in 1982. He played all around for 7 teams in 11 years. He was a utility guy before it was cool, a switch player, a switch hitter who could play anywhere on the field. Next return, Brian Aldred in 49 days, and he was a Twins minor leaguer, and then he went on to play for the Rangers and the Mariners. He was actually part of that deal that brought Rick Honeycutt to the Rangers and debuted with them just at 20 years old. This next return, it is a Twins return. It does not count as a point. It was postmarked June 1st. I'm still happy to get it back. So one of the things I've asked players when I sent this out was what was one of the most memorable experiences during your work time in professional baseball? And Steve replied to me, my most memorable moment was October 9th, 2009, game 163 versus the Tigers. Hard fought game by both teams. Only professional game I remember both teams shaking hands after the game. I believe both teams deeply respected the battle that had just taken place. Unfortunately, Major League Baseball allowed the Yankees to set game one of the division series to start the very next afternoon, and we were gassed. Such a cool story. My next return was from Tim Fred, 2 of 2 in 15 days, and Friend never cracked major leagues, but he was a star at Kansas Jayhawks and played professionally from 2000 to 2006, spending time with the Yankees AAA club. Chuck Schreiber in 2 of 2 in 15 days, and he spent parts of 4 seasons with the Tigers in the 70s, and he played 80 games in 1975. Next return's pretty cool for Tim Foley. He was the first overall draft pick in the 1968 draft and later won a World Series with the Pirates in 1979. He was a fiery clubhouse leader and he once got into a fight with teammate Ed Ott during infield drills. A 2-2 return in 64 days from Tim Davis. Davis pitched for the Mariners in the mid 90s and was known for his heavy sinker. In 1994, he posted a 3.12 ERA in 50 appearances. Pretty solid work for a reliever. Mike Nagy, 1 of 1 in 31 days. Nagy made a big splash in 1969 as a rookie with the Red Sox, winning 12 games, finishing second to the American League voting that year, right behind Lou Piniella. A 2-2 return from Walt Heinrich in 12 days, and he was a catcher for the San Diego Padres. He's probably better known as a hitting guru. He worked with some of the bigger names in baseball, including Wade Boggs, Frank Thomas. He emphasized a compact, contact-focused swing, wrote a best-selling book, A Hitting Clinic. Next return is from John Robb, 2 of 2 in 17 days. Pretty cool fact that Robb was a catcher who hit 173 home runs in the minor leagues, and he had a cup of coffees with the Giants and the Braves. He crushed it during AAA. He just couldn't bring that intensity to the major leagues. Next return, Matt Cada, 2 of 2 in 17 days. He was a utility man. He played every position except for pitcher and catchers in the big leagues. He was part of the original 2003 Arizona Diamondbacks rookie wave alongside Brandon Webb. From the Animal Kingdom, we got Mike Parrott, a 2 of 2 return in 13 days. In 1979, he led the Mariners with wins with 14. He also led in losses the next year with 16. Next return is a manager, Greg Riddick, 2 of 2 in 13 days. He managed the Padres in the early 90s, and then he worked with the Brewers during with player development. Let's throw a football return into the mix. Mike Bragg, 3 of 2 in 47 days, and he signed both these cards, and then on a piece of paper he personalized Mike, best wishes, Mike Bragg. That's pretty cool. Mike is from the NFL, played for Washington, and he led the league in punting 3 different times. Another former manager, Tony Muser, 2 of 2 in 35 days, and he managed the Royals and the Brewers, and he played 9 seasons in big leagues himself. A 2-2 return in 11 days from Bobby Klaus. He was the older brother of Billy Klaus. Bobby played for the Mets during the early expansion years. And speaking of the Mets, I got Bill Wakefield. I only had the one card, and so I sent duplicates offering to let him keep it, and he was kind enough to sign both these cards and send them back to me. He pitched 62 games for the 1964 Mets, and it was his only major league season, but he was a very durable reliever that year. That's it for my through the mail autographs, but I want to share a couple in-person autographs that I got this week. So in person, David Holmberg, he's a former Major League Baseball player and current pitching coach for the Kane County Cougars of the American Association. He played in the major leagues for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Cincinnati Reds, and Chicago White Sox. He also played for the Milwaukee Milkmen, winning the American Association in 2020. I got David to sign this ball for me last night at the Sioux Falls Canaries game. And the manager for the Kane County Cougars is George Hamas. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. George spent one season with the Minnesota Twins in 1993. He had a 1-2 record with a 6.19 ERA. And I got him to autograph this ball for me last night just right before the game started. Good thing I got it before the game because he got fired up and he got kicked out during the game, so he wasn't around afterwards. And that's it for my returns for this week. I hope you saw something that gave you an idea of somebody you want to go after. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment telling me which one was your favorite, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.